Hello, everybody, and welcome to the throat chakra, the Visidu. This is purification, and this is really neat because this is the first chakra of the top three that are more in the spiritual realm. So, our root, sacral, solar plexus, our heart, um, they are a little bit more on the earthly plane. They're our foundation, and they're just they each have their own little thing. But the throat chakra, the purification, this is the first of those top three. They're just on different frequencies. They are a lot more spiritual, and they just it's kind of that gateway. The throat is the gateway to connect you to the divine. So it's a really neat one here. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're just going to go over. So the throat chakra, the Vishuddha, Vishuddha, is purification. So this correlates to your lungs, throat, and thyroid. The essence is purity, truth, honesty, expression, and your voice. So a big thing with helping your chakra is your voice, and speaking honestly. Those are probably the main two. To connect, the sound is hum. You can use chamomile and or peppermint. I'm not always the biggest fan of chamomile. I'm more of a peppermint gal, but you do whatever you want. Voice and sound, like I just said, I'm not a singer. I don't have a very melodic voice, but I'm trying to get in more into chanting and things like that. So just being comfortable with your voice is going to help you too. So I'm not saying you have to go and be an opera singer, but just getting comfortable with your voice and how it feels. And the more that you use it, the better it's going to get, just like with anything. Lastly, lapis lazuli, aquamarine, and agate. Those are all stones that you can use to connect with your throat chakra. So I'm just going to quickly go over signs of a balanced throat chakra. So you speak truth and honesty, which to a certain degree, I mean, you don't want to be going and telling someone, oh, you look terrible in that dress. If they're your friend and it's like, I don't know if that color's on you, maybe it's one thing. But I'm not saying to go be truthful to every single stranger that you see, because there is a line that you don't want to cross. Working in alignment with your beliefs, doing stuff you love, being honest about your work. It's nice. It makes a difference. You can disagree in a loving way. Your desire to listen to others, you actually genuinely want to hear them. You express yourself with ease. So you can express yourself, set up your boundaries. You can say what you want without having to be like, oh, tiptoeing around it. You just get it out there. Energized sharing gifts with others. So it energizes you, and you're not doing it for the wrong purposes. You're not doing it to get something back. It energizes you to share your gifts, your, whether they're intuitive gifts or whatever they are, but it makes you feel good, and you want to do it for in a non-greedy way. Greedy might not be the best word, but you're not expecting anything in return. All right, now signs of an overactive throat chakra. You can be extremely talkative. You push your beliefs on others. You're not a good listener, and you may have an overactive thyroid. So those are all basics. Again, you might have one, you might have none. If you have all four, maybe you're a little bit overactive. There are ways to help with anything though with the chakras. So, oh, now I'm going way too far here. Hang on. I have all my slides on one, and sometimes I think I should separate. All right, there we go. Now we have underactive throat chakra. So difficulty speaking honestly. If you you're thinking like, oh, I wish that I had the balls to say that, and you can't. And I've been in that position too. That might be a sign of an underactive throat chakra. You need to get things working in there. And I'm guilty of that. I'm constantly working on my throat because I hate confrontation and I hate, certain things, but sometimes you need to do it. Unable to express your desires. Struggle with social anxiety. This is a big one that I find is really common in today's day and age too. People, they don't want to be social. And I mean, at least not in real life. There's a difference between being social on social media and being social in real life. Fear of public speaking. I had this for a while when I was younger. I never wanted to speak. I would get red and sweaty and weird. And now I teach fitness classes and I do things that are, so different. So there is hope if you are, show signs of any of these. Don't stand up for yourself. Again, I used to be guilty of this. Life changes so much when you tap into your intuition and you start to work on a spiritual level. It really can change you. And underactive thyroid. I don't know anything about my thyroid, but who knows? Anyway, those are the basics of your throat chakra. Um, and just to touch base again back to it is purification, because they say without an open and pure and honest throat chakra, it is so much harder to access that third eye in the crown chakra. So, again, with the root chakra, you need to have a good, healthy root. That's your stabilizer, that's your base, that's your foundation for everything else. And then with the throat, think of the throat as the root chakra for those top three. It's kind of like your base, your stabilizer. So, anyways, we're going to do a meditation here. So I just want you to just lay back. You can sit back in your chair if you're laying down in your bed, whatever is comfy for you. And I just want you to take 3 deep breaths in. You're going to take a big deep breath in through your nose as you fill that abdomen, rib cage, and chest. We're going to hold it at the top. And then just let that breath go out of your mouth. We're going to do 2 more just like that. You're just allowing your body to calm down here, allowing your nervous system to just regulate a little bit. No, if your eyes are not shut already, I would like you to shut your eyes. I want you to just let your body go, starting at the crown. I want your face and your neck and your shoulders to just become weightless. Your left arm and your right arm, from the shoulders down to the fingertips, letting go of any tension. Your chest and your torso, your upper and lower back, your hips, your pelvic floor, your glutes, every organ in your body in that midsection. Just let it go. Your upper legs, your knees, behind your knees, your lower legs and ankles and feet on both sides, and all 5 toes on the left and right side. So from the crown of your head down to the fingertips and down to the toes, you are completely released of any tension. I want you to focus on your throat chakra. You can place your hand on there if you'd like. You can just visualize it. You can do both. I want you to feel the energy in your throat. How does it feel? How does it look? What shade of blue is it? I want you to just embrace that energy. Whether it's balanced or overactive or underactive, I want you to embrace what your body is giving you right now. And when you ask yourself, you can ask yourself out loud or in your head, I want you to ask, how does my throat chakra feel? And what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you ask that? What answer does your body and your mind give you? Is it relevant? Does it make sense? Even if it doesn't make sense, I want you to remember that first thing that your body tells you when you ask. I want you to take this energy in your throat and move it, swirl it around, bring it around to the back of your neck. I want this energy to coat every inch of the front and back of your throat and neck. I want this energy to move free inside. And once you feel like you've got this energy moved around and working and completely coated, I want you to repeat after me. I speak only the truth to myself and others. I speak only the truth to myself and others. I express my voice with love and honesty. I express my voice with love and honesty. My words are pure and kind. My words are pure and kind. Now, I want you staying in your meditation. I want you to find a mirror. If you can't find a mirror, you can always find a body of water or somewhere that is going to show you your reflection. I want you to be able to see your reflection. And once you find a place that allows that to happen, I want you to look into your eyes, into that reflection. And I want you to tell yourself something that maybe you try and tell yourself, but you don't quite believe it. Or maybe you tell yourself every day something and you do believe it, but I want you to say something loving and kind to yourself right now. And I want you to genuinely take that information, pass it from yourself through to your reflective self and absorb that energy and those words and the truthfulness behind them. If you have a hard time believing what you're telling yourself, you keep saying it. Say it over and over and out loud. If you still have trouble believing some of these things that you're saying, these things could be anything from a loving sentence. It could be something that you did, maybe that you regret. The purpose of this is to believe what you're saying. You speak the truth. You are the truth. And whether these words may be good or bad, the purpose of this is to open our throat chakra, to say these words with ease and to accept them as honesty and use them to work and move forward. Now, bringing your attention back to that throat chakra, you can place your hand back up there again if you'd like. I want you to just touch base with how this feels now compared to when we started. Is there any difference in the momentum, in the color of your energy? Is it warmer or cooler? I want you to feel the frequency of this chakra within your body. I want this chakra to open up the realms of purification throughout your whole body to allow you to access the third eye and the crown as we move forward. I want this chakra to give you nothing but light. I want it to shine through every other chakra, the energy from this throat. It takes over in this moment. It washes throughout your body. You allow this blue energy to swirl around your face and the back of your head, to spread across your shoulders, down each arm, shooting through your fingertips on both sides. It fills your chest, your stomach, your shoulders down to your hips. Your entire back is filled with this energy, and it works its way down throughout your hips and your glutes, intertwining throughout the pelvic floor, down your upper legs and your lower legs. And this energy fills your feet and shoots out the tips of all 10 of your toes. This is that energy, that pure essence of honesty, of truthfulness. And while you are here, I want you to use your voice. I want you to hum. It doesn't have to be loud. I just want you to hum. Just get the throat moving a little bit, get some vibration in there. And if you want to pick it up and take it louder, you can. Once you feel like you have a bit of movement and that throat is warmed up, take it a little bit louder. And then once you feel good in your voice, we're going to say the mantra for our throat chakra, which is HAM, HAM. HAM. Bring it into your throat. Allow your voice to activate in this moment. Use your voice to your advantage. Maybe you're just finding your voice, and maybe your voice has been there all along. You just have to awaken it and allow it to come out of your body. I just want you to put a smile on your face and to just appreciate how your voice can help you. How are you going to use your voice today, this week, this month, even if it's just in the next few minutes? I want you to set an intention on how you will use your voice in a positive way. And again, bringing your hand to your throat chakra, feeling the energy. How does it feel? How does it look? And if you ask your throat, what is it telling you in this moment? What comes to mind now? Is it the same thing as before? Maybe your body's intention has changed after a little bit of chakra work. Maybe it hasn't. That is okay too. And just repeating after me. I will use my voice for the greater good. I will use my voice for the greater good. I will speak nothing but honesty for the rest of the day. I will speak nothing but honesty for the rest of the day. I will allow my voice to purify my body, mind, and soul. I will allow my voice to purify my body, mind, and soul. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, just saying the mantra, ha. And really letting it fill your body. Two more just like that. Inhale and exhale. Last one. I'd like you to just bring your awareness back to your body and back to your room. Gently open your eyes, get familiar with your surroundings. You can give yourself a little hug if you'd like. And I just want you to focus on all that energy that we worked with in your throat chakra today. And I want you to really set the tone, whether it's for today, this next week, this next month, maybe for next year, just getting used to using your voice. try and activate your voice at least once a day, whether it's with chanting or singing, or even just playing around with the tones, the different tones of your voice. And I just want you to get used to just bringing your voice and your sound throughout your whole body. Right. Thank you so much for joining me for the throat chakra. I look forward to hearing all of your takeaways. Please share with me either on social media. You can message me on my website. And thank you so much and have a lovely day.